So in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that I always try to remind my students to do when they're practicing, which is to use actual songs and use music that you actually love to play or want to play as kind of the basis of a lot of your technical exercises. Because I have a lot of videos up on my channel right now where I talk about, learning your triads, going up the neck, about using scales and using arpeggios over chord progressions and stuff. And the thing that I find a lot of the time in both my students and in just like the YouTube guitar community in general is that we're kind of obsessed with this idea of like the 1-4-5 progression, and we rarely kind of take things out of that context. And to me, that's doing us all kind of a disservice, because if we only practice these in 1-4-5 and then we go, yep, okay, I've got it, then we actually try to use them in real situations, there's kind of this disconnect. So it's kind of my belief that rather than necessarily going for this arbitrary goal of being able to play, C, F, G without moving, or say C, F, G, doing those things, I think it's really important to use actual chord progressions that come up in songs. Like, for example, one of the groups that I play in sometimes covers this Amy Winehouse song, Back to Black. And the chord progression on this is D minor, G minor, B flat major to A major. And now, again, like I played it that one way, which is, I think, how the guy on the record plays it. This kind of twangy thing. But my kind of thing is, why would I not use this to explore other possibilities, right? So let's say I have this D minor on these top 4 strings. Where else can I play D minor? Well, I could play it here. What about G minor? That's kind of nice. This falls to B flat and then A, and there I kind of voice led. So what if I didn't do that? What if I went D minor, then it goes to G minor. Now I'm looking for a nice B flat chord. Got one here. Then what if I moved it to the next set of strings? So maybe it's this 5th and bass D minor, 3rd and bass G minor, got a little fancy with the melody there. But I went and I filled in the space with those. Now, I can keep doing that, obviously, all over the neck. I can work on voice leading it up. But just my point is, this is a lot more fun and it's a lot more musical than if I were just going to practice 1-4-5s. Because while 1-4-5s, yes, it's the basis of pretty much all Western harmony, and it's beautiful and it's important, I think that sometimes we get super obsessed with this idea of practicing relentlessly, technique and these exercises. And again, I do put out a lot of videos on doing these things, but I think of it as it's kind of like those exercises and techniques are kind of like tools in a workshop. And let's say you're a cabinet maker. Nobody cares that you have a bunch of really nice tools. People want to hear you play songs. And I think if we go back to being what initially drew us to playing music on the guitar, it's quite often songs or solos or whatever that kind of inspired us to want to actually do this thing. And so I think it's really important to actually play music when we practice as well, not just get lost in the land of, playing 16th notes to a metronome and how fast can I play my scales. It's like playing real songs is practice, and it's a lot of fun. So let's say, for example, maybe I'm working on my arpeggios, and I can use that again as an example where maybe I want to play D minor, G minor, B flat major, and A major. And then what I'm going to do is I call this exercise filling the canvas. And what that means is I'm going to play 8th notes, and I'm just going to totally fill every bar of music. So this harmonic rhythm, and if you don't know that fancy term, harmonic rhythm just means how long things are happening. The harmonic rhythm is 1 chord a bar, 1, 2, or it's 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 bars of G minor, 2, 3, 4, then 2 bars of B flat, then 2 bars of A minor, or just A major, not minor. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to go find a D minor, Here's my kind of third, I would call this third position D minor, but you can grab any of them, but this is the one that I'm sticking with right now. So I'm going to fill the canvas. I'm going to play eighth notes for 2 bars using this D minor arpeggio. So that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now I want to find a G minor that's close. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now I need a B flat. I'm already on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. I went to A there. And again, doing this exercise, I recommend when you first get started doing this, because it's a simple idea, just playing arpeggios to chord progressions, but actually doing it is really freaking hard. So I strongly recommend that you take it slow, and I would actually do it slightly out of time and just count like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, because you need to give yourself a little bit of cushion. Then of course, as you get better and better at this, you can start doing it more strictly in time. And then again, just because you figured it out there doesn't mean you can't go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. I got fancy with my arpeggio there, sorry, I played a G minor 7, then B flat. A. So now I'm doing everything a little bit higher. Then what if this one? It's minor. Then I want my B flat, which I'd maybe grab here, yep. A is there. But the point of this whole video is find songs that you're already learning or you want to play and find ways to turn them into exercises to actually practice this, because I don't care how many times you've, practiced your G major arpeggios in this tidy, neat little vacuum, which again, you do have to do that practice and focus on them purely in isolation just by themselves. But music doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's this constant kind of nebulous flowing thing. And I think that we often do ourselves a disservice by not trying to connect what we're actually working on to real music and real songs. So that's my rant today. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe got some ideas from it. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. It helps me out more than you could know. If you'd like to take a guitar lesson with me, I have a link to the contact page on my website down below. I'd love to work with you. I've been working with a bunch of you guys from YouTube, and it's been fun to connect with people from all over the world. And I'd love to work with you on whatever's troubling you on the guitar. And last but not least, I have new videos coming out every Monday and every Thursday, so I'd love to see you in the next one. And until I do, I'll wish you a wonderful day, and I hope you have some fun playing the guitar. Thanks.